We've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. Good work there as it goes.
The youngster, Scotty Barnes, has great vision.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Rebound by the Raptors.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. Back to Anunoby. Raptors moving the ball around. Siakam outside. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Love. Smitty, OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Adebayo with a screen on VanVleet. Butler in the corner. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Pirtle. And here is VanVleet. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, an excellent ball handler who varies his pace. VanVleet knows how to create separation.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Steve, Jimmy Butler is definitely a defensive difference maker.
He is, Kevin. Back in the 2021 season, Butler led the league in steals. He is so committed to forcing you to make mistakes with the ball.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Now, here's Anunoby. Hits it from 3-point range. Anunoby's got 5.
And as OG develops the rest of his skill set, this is one thing he can rely upon, that 3-point shot.
And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Time to turn up the heat with your very own Miami Heat. Fans, give it up.
Here's Butler. It's an 8-point differential. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for him.
This speaks to how assertive Butler is. Good at getting deep inside and finishing.
Siakam finds Barnes. 3-pointer. Miami grabs the miss. Now here's Love. The drive by Lowry. And he gets the bucket.
And the attacking mentality of Kyle Lowry, tearing his way to the rim with ease.
VanVleet deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Pirtle. Siakam with it. With the crossover. Rebound Love.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
You know, Smitty, what's incredible about Miami's D, they don't need to block a ton of shots to protect the rim.
Kevin, it's all about awareness, communication, and positioning. Whether they're in zone or man, they stay completely connected almost every possession. What an athlete. Barnes flushes that one home.
Love the pass to Butler. That falls. Great assist by Love. Butler's got 8 points.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now, here's Siakam. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Feeds to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
And it's Lowry penetrating. And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well. And Smitty, no doubt the veteran Kyle Lowry certainly possesses a lot of that wisdom at this stage of his career.
Greg, he's one of those guys that his teammates respect. A proven champion that plays with toughness and intelligence, and a big part of this team. Look at Bam finishing strong, making sure the defense can't stop the break.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Siakam kicks to Pirtle. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Butler from outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and Toronto turns it over again.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Oladipo, the pass to Vincent. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational bad.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Timeout called for the Heat.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. It's Boucher out there with Achua. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Porter at the 3. Vincent misses. And it's the Raptors ball. Porter passes to Achua. And that one is hammered home.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Vincent. Back to Martin. 6 on the shot clock. And Oladipo has it in the corner. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Robinson's got the lead up to 1 now for Miami. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Achua kicks to Barton. There's the pick. And the pass to Boucher. Launches it. That shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Robinson passes to Oladipo. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
I like that pass from Duncan Robinson, keeping his eyes up and his options open.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You know what time it is, Heat fans. Make some noise for your Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
Ellis checked in for Caleb Martin. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Trent, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Getting high in the air, Gary Trent Jr. teaching the rim a lesson.
Outside for Robinson. And it's Miami with another.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Pass to Boucher. Trent outside. On the wing, Porter. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Miami leading by 3.
You know, playing less than 30 minutes a game, Duncan Robinson shattered the Miami three-point record back in 2020.
Greg, he buried 273 pointers that season. Robinson works hard to find space on the perimeter. And if he's open, he's as accurate as it gets.
More and more defenses switch everything now, Steve. And if you were coaching, is that how you'd play it? Is that how you would teach it?
You know, Kevin, yes, sometimes you have to switch, but I think the best coaches, what they do best is they show you different looks, and timely they'll do it. Sometimes they'll trap it, sometimes they'll hedge the pick and roll, and sometimes they'll just go under.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Porter.
One of the keys to Porter's development, becoming more versatile offensively. There, he attacks in the lane.
Zeller dishes to Robinson. There's the 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. The kick out to Barton. They set the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes to Porter. Count the basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
The veteran point guard, Kyle Lowry, is terrific at setting the table for uncovered teammates.
Barton surveying the floor. Passes it to Trent. Banked in off the glass. Trent's got his second bucket.
I'm so impressed with the strength of Gary Trent Jr. Excellent at staying in control of his shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And stolen by Love.
Raptors foul.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group.
Second team foul.
41 seconds left here in the second. Outside Lowry. Down low, Pirtle with the steal. Anunoby in the corner. Back to Pirtle. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
For Toronto, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
For the Raptors,
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor. He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Pirtle. Great D that time from Adebayo. The shot, no good. Thank you, David, for that interview. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Adebayo is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Defenders haven't figured out Scotty Barnes yet.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Hero finds Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Showing off the dynamic athleticism, Bam is no stranger to rocking the rim.
Siakam, a screen on Hero. Boy, he launched that one from way outside. Anunoby's got 8 points.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. That's a big-time 3.
Lowry against VanVleet. Love wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Anunoby in the corner for the lead. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And we have seen OG become a volume three-point shooter because he has a nice touch from that spot.
Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
He has done everything possible to keep his team in this one. What a performance from him.
Barnes outside, launches a 3, connects from 3-point range. Barnes has got 6 here in this quarter.
Scotty Barnes drilled that jumper off the catch.
Outside Butler, Love right side. Outside Lowry, beyond the arc. Siakam pulls it in, and it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And Pirtle has it in the corner. Barnes outside. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Siakam outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
He's such a long wing player. Pascal Siakam can operate down low.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Okay, fans, time to get on your feet and make some noise for your Miami Heat dancers. Show some love for your Heat dancers.
And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Heat. Outside Butler. Hero on the wing. Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hero. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pass to Anunoby. Barnes outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The future that Scotty Barnes has in this league is bright. A versatile swingman with an outstanding work ethic.
Barnes hits them both. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired, not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Gert Savini's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Duncan Robinson comes in for Butler. Oladipo, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. And Vincent subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Trent kicks to Siakam. Trent outside. Anunoby in the corner. He can't get that one to fall. The Heat trail by 7. Oladipo taking his time here. Back to Love. Oladipo outside. Love outside. The pass to Yurtsevin. That falls. Clean assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists in the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Siakam against Love. Here's Anunoby. He's got 11. Here's Barnes. Off target at the rim. Miami's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Love outside. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Now just a 3-point Raptor lead. Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So the Raptors 5 right now. We got Scotty Barnes. Gary Trent is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Chris Boucher. Robinson passes to Love. Offline from the top of the key.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Barnes finds Boucher. Here's Trent, guarded by Robinson. Trent outside. And the 3-ball is good. Trent's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Raptors. The Heat trail by 6. Oladipo right side. Here's Vincent. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Omer Yurtsevin. Jimmy Butler comes in for Duncan Robinson. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Lowry in for Gabe Vincent. Raptors leading by 6. Van Vliet kicks to Barnes. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play champ. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
This is the time now where the officials can review
The previous play is under review.
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow-mo,
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now look at Jimmy Butler draining it from way outside. He has really worked on developing his stroke.
Pass to Purdy. Hero against Anunoby. And he banks in the layup. And the Raptors lead by 7.
We've talked about it. Be ready when your number's called. OG Anunoby's very accountable, and he's been very active on the offensive end.
Adebayo passes to Love. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark. Van Vliet outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Adebayo kicks to Hero. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And Adebayo throws it down.
This team is so lucky to have an eager player like Bam, someone who wants to step up in the big moments.
Here's Van Vliet. No good that time. Good work defensively by Lowry. Well, their pass to Lowry. Back to Butler. And a slam dunk by Butler.
Responsibility all on Jimmy Butler. He stepped up to the plate on that one.
Anunoby with it. Barnes outside. Pass to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. Pocket 6. Van Vliet against Lowry. Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
This team needs him to step up, and Poeltl doesn't hesitate. Just goes on the attack. Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
The Heat trail by 5. And a deep three from Lowry. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Siakam against Lowry. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Now in the game,
1:02 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Van Vliet finds Siakam. Now Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 44 seconds left in the game. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Defense, what defense? Jimmy Butler was determined to knock that one down.
On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Hero.
What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the clutch. I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move. Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
OG can make the most of this trip if he can stay cool and ignore the noise.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And stolen by Siakam. Trent, left side. And so it's Toronto winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled badly.
Game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Hunter is the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Here's Hero. Capella with a rebound.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Outside Murray. And he's going for the lob. And it's Capella with the jam.
I'd draw that one up again. Throw it up, Capella jump, you slam it through. That's an easy 2.
Hero, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Young from long range knocks it down from distance.
Trae Young has been inspired by the generation before him. Deep threes, that's his thing.
Well, after the first round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster. So that changed this summer, trading for an all-star in DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent.
Six to shoot for 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Collins outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
They've shown so much energy right from the start. Particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Let's hear it once again for your Heat.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Butler passes to Love. Back to Butler. A shot to stop the run.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. Oh, Jimmy, that was impressive.
Outside Murray. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
And the DeJounte Murray trade sort of came out of left field. Seemed mutual as the Spurs went to a younger direction and wanted Murray to play for a contender. A trade where everyone involved gets what they want.
Think about well-constructed teams and themes that go with that. The Miami Heat certainly leap to mind. Their front office has just done a great job of assembling a deep roster that fits their mentality.
Capella, screen on Lowry. Young, the pass to Capella. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Well, you would know the depth of the Miami bench is certainly felt in the strength of their second unit.
Yeah, when the starters sit down, Miami doesn't lose much. There's a tremendous combination of skill and playability that they lean on throughout the course of the regular season. And the bench certainly makes big contributions with their minutes.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Young's got 9.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Capella, the pass to Murray. There's a minute 17 left now in the first quarter. Collins outside. 4 on the clock. Young finds Collins. He's off on that one, and Miami will go the other way with it. Pass to Lowry. Now here's Butler. Hunter covering. It's stolen by Hunter. And a fast break now for the Hawks. He launches a 3. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists in the game. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Stolen by Lowry. And here's Hero. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Love a screen on Hunter. Outside for Love. All alone. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Love is awesome at reading the defense, and they're not up on him. He's going to let it rip.
Murray against Lowry. Murray, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Boy, a very convincing performance so far from the Hawks.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. They've got Onyeka Okongwu. Bogdanovic is out there with Griffin. Then there's Sadiq Bey. And it's Fernando in at the 5, down low. Back to Vincent. Here's Jovic. To the middle. Fernando grabs the miss. Atlanta's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. And Brent, you look at Miami's playoff pedigree. They've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times over the last 12 years.
Yeah, and those 2 championships they had in that 12-year period were square on the shoulders of their big 3 that they put together. But I don't see them slowing down when it comes to reloading. This team knows how to do it well.
Robinson can't hit.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Bogdanovic on the wing. Here's Fernando. Lays it up and banks it in. Fernando's got his first points of the game.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, BA, let alone talking about players and their skill.
Pass to Jovic. Here's Vincent. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Griffin passes to Bey. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Bay doing a good job. I know he knocks down threes, but mixing it up, doing a little bit of this drive game, it's going to help him out.
Oladipo double team. Pass to Yurtseven. Back to Vincent. Here's Jovic. Oladipo outside. The shot off that time. Oh, great D that time from Griffin. Bogdanovich with it, and Yurtseven picks him up defensively. To the inside. Here's Fernando, and the layup is good off the glass. Fernando's got 4 points this quarter.
You want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over. So Miami ends up going with a new group. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. You know, you watch Bogey and how he can orchestrate. He's an underrated playmaker, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the assist numbers don't jump out at you, but he has great court vision at all times. Runs the pick and roll well and is shifty in the paint.
And out of bounds, Atlanta will have it. Atlanta's got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there. Young, the pass to Collins. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
John Collins continuing to show that he's willing to work on that three-point range.
Now here's Butler. Back to Adebayo. Just 5 on the clock.
Miami foul. Kyle Lowry. First personal foul.
Free throw is good. Young.
One of the truly elite offensive players in the NBA. Trae Young can carry a team and more with that shooting and playmaking.
Pass to Collins. Back to Young. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And here's Hunter from the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. For Miami, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Lowry, the pass to Hero. Outside Love. That's tipped. Murray with it. Picked up by Lowry. Love against Hunter. Collins outside. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
And that's where Capella's so dangerous. He slips off those screens and is such a big target to finish.
Here's Lowry. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. And Murray launches it from deep. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Miami Heat, 13. The Hawks, 42.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Bam Adebayo is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Outside Young. And the 3-pointer goes. Young's got 16 points now.
And so far, Young is making the defense look old. He is on fire to start this one.
And here's Butler outside. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Young from long range. Denied by Adebayo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Atlanta on D. Adebayo a screen on Murray. Hero, the pass to Love. Now Adebayo from deep. Nails it from 3. Adebayo's got his first 3 points of the game.
Bam trying to expand his game a little bit as he's able to knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
Murray, no good. Miami has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. To the left wing for 3, Lowry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. 5 points in the game.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Hunter with the ball, now guarded by Butler. Outside Young. Shot clock at 6. Capella screen on Butler. And he lobs it up top. And the slam dunk by Capella.
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
And here they come. Let's go with a 3. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist from Young. Murray's got 7 points in the game. Hero for 3. It's not going to go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Young, the pass to Murray. And another shot. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Hero, the pass to Butler. The shot. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Pass to Capella. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Trent, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
We appreciate Trae Young and that shooting ability, but reminding us once again, he will dish.
Butler's shot is good.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Murray. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Bam Adebayo. And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs, Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
And the Hawks making a change here. Fernando's checked in for Capella. Okongwu comes in for Collins. Bay, he's checked in for Hunter. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Young. Pass to Fernando. Outside for Bay. Outside Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Murray. 36 seconds left in the third. From behind the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Love. For 3, Lowry. Okongwu with the rebound. Murray against Butler. Second shot opportunity. They kick it out to Murray. Gets to the corner and hits it. Murray's got 13 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
You know what time it is, Heat fans. Make some noise.
Here's Oladipo.
Your Heat Breaker dance crew. That was your Heat Breaker.
Here's your 7. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow! Makes his at the end of the third quarter. A huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Hawks ahead, opening up a huge gap. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Hawks, Onyeka Kongwu is out there with Bruno Fernando. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Griffin. And it's Bey in at the 3 slot. Pass to Jovic. Right side Robinson. Oladipo outside. Shot clock at 5. Tipped. Bey with it. And here's Griffin outside. Pure from 3-point range. Griffin's got 5 points now in the quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Pass to Jovic. Will it go? Fernando grabs the miss. Fernando's got his 4th rebound in this one. Griffin passes to Bogdanovic. Now Robinson. Here's Vincent. Jovic shot is off. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Robinson can't hit.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Well, the Heat's shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Out left to the wing. Pass to Yurtseven. Bogdanovic against Robinson. Clock at 6. Here's Yurtseven. The 3-pointer off the mark. And it's Atlanta's ball. It's been 10 straight unanswered. Here's Griffin. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Outside Bogdanovic. Here's Fernando. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Vincent. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Outside Young. Fires from deep. And no good. And Miami will go the other way with it. Out to Oladipo. Inside. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
A different look for Miami. There's Young with the 3. And it's Miami with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Hawks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And what a huge performance it was for Trae Young.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line for the Hawks.
And Murray drops them both. So it's Miami now. A minute 9 left in the 4th quarter. And he goes goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And a nice sixth sense back there from Hero using that pick and roll.
Murray passes to Capella. Adebayo with the rejection. And he recovers it. Outside Young. 6 to shoot. Down low. Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Murray for 3. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Here's Young. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Hunter. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant.
some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Front court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Now, here's Siakam. Hurdle finds Van Vliet. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Stolen by Van Vliet. To the wing on the left. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. 3-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred Van Vliet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
Now Young. To the middle. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Van Vliet. After the made shot from John Collins. Here's Pirtle. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Siakam kicks to Barnes. Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Pirtle inside. Capella covering. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Now, here is Young. Back to Collins. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Raptors with the lead. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Siakam.
And really, Hunter can guard every position. This is something that makes him incredibly valuable.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. Here's Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. Has fought the injury bug his whole career.
For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative, and let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
Siakam, good.
And when Pearl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now, here is Young. Shoots the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Young's got 5 now.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Young passes to Capella. The basket good off the assist from Young.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Over in the corner, Barnes. Now the pass to Pirtle. Shot clock at 5. Raptors need to get a shot. And the dunk by Pirtle.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now, here is Young. He's got 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Capella. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Driving to the basket. And Siakam throws it down.
Boy, the power of Pascal put it on the deck and with authority.
Capella sends a screen for Young. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors,
and this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
Achua is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Trent in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Shots good by Achua.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Trent gets the bucket.
This guy's got a habit of making tough shots, and for Gary Trent Jr., he welcomes the contact.
Griffin with it. Now guarded by Porter. Porter with the steal. Barton finds Porter. Trent outside. Now, here's Achua. He's covered closely. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. Hits the three-point bomb. Boucher's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Barton against Griffin. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Griffin's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Boucher kicks to Barton. Shoots over Griffin. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Achua. Barton with it. Lets it go from deep. Fernando pulls it in. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Crosses over, And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
Trent passes to Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Oh, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors. They love them.
But they do, and their theme is, quote, "We the North." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
Takes it inside, and the layup's good off the glass. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket in this one.
And flashing the athleticism on the drive. When Bogdanovich spots a lane, he attacks it.
Trent kicks to Porter. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second, and there it is for him. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Well, you know that Porter believes he belongs in this league. His efficiency and shooting the ball with confidence in the paint, that's nice.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Okongwu. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped. Bay passes to Okongwu. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Here's Barnes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And again, no good by Toronto. Young finds Collins. And finished off by Collins.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
Here's Anunoby. No good on the last second attempt there. Thanks, David. And we'll be...
Your Raptors, 27. The Hawks, 28.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Knocking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post position. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. Here's Anunoby, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Young pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Offense has become a focal point in the NBA. We know that. And Doris, is there a place still in this league for defensive specialists?
Undoubtedly, Kevin. Look no further than the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Gary Payton II played that role to a hilt. He made the difference between winning and losing when it mattered most. Elite perimeter defense is always in demand.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Barnes against Young. Barnes kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Barnes. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Oh, just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred VanVleet. Pretty pass, sir. Boy, guys, when you think about the prototypical modern wing, Scotty Barnes, the reigning Rookie of the Year, certainly fits that mold, already proving to be a well-rounded two-way player.
Young looking it over. Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. No good on the triple. Raptors leading by 3. Anunoby has the open look. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And with Barnes, he's only scratching the surface of how good he can be.
GA, there is no question about that. Barnes is on the fast track to becoming a star. Why? Because he can score, defend, rebound, and even serve as a playmaker if need be. This is about developing those skills continuously and becoming more consistent.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
VanVleet passes to Anunoby. Drives to the hoop. Barnes outside. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Capella kicks to Young.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Back to Capella. Pirtle with the steal. Anunoby finds VanVleet. Passes to Anunoby. Takes it out to Siakam. Clock is at 3. That shot off. Collins with some nice D. Young against VanVleet. Capella with a screen on VanVleet. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
Raptors ball. Substitution on the court.
Siakam passes to Porter. Siakam sets a screen for Anunoby. Clock at 6. Back to Trent. Over Murray. Trent can't hit. The Hawks trail by 4. Young outside. In the corner, it's Capella. Back to Young. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Here's Collins. He's got 12. Here's Capella. Feeds it to Young. Picked him clean. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good by Porter.
I think Porter's good enough shooter to be a zone buster, able to find the seams, hit the mid-range.
And here's Young from the arc. That one's not going to go. And it's Trent in the corner. Fires the 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead standing at... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Porter is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Gary Trent. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Achua in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 6. Murray outside. Capella with a screen on Barton. Here's Murray. Lays it up off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Toronto calls timeout. The Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Well, there's a quickness to Siakam in pick-and-roll action. This guy's so fast and hard to contend with as the roll man.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
Here's Anunoby. And Siakam has it in the corner. Back to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Shakes him. That shot no good. Murray with the defensive effort. The Hawks trail by 4. To the inside. Deflects the pass. And here is VanVleet. For 3, Siakam. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet. VanVleet's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Raptors?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily. How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Anunoby kicks to Siakam. There's the pass to VanVleet. On the wing, Anunoby. And the basket is good. Anunoby's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And what an important possession. Capella's been in that situation many times before, and he knows the drill.
That bucket in no time at all. Siakam's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Capella sends a screen for Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1:30 left in the 4th quarter. Anunoby finds Siakam. Screen by Siakam. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
The feed to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Raptors.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a
A scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Pascal Siakam.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Young. He feeds it to Okongwu. Comes up empty down low. The three from Barnes. Off on that one. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were...
They're prepared to give their rabid fan base a night to remember. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Bam Adebayo is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Butler in at the three.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Butler finds Love. From 17, the shot by Butler, no good.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Van Vliet outside. Barnes with a screen on Hero. 5 to shoot. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. And it's Miami with a rebound. Now Hero. Love, high post. Back to Hero. Love, a screen on Anunoby. Hero, no good. And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country. Great job scanning the floor by Kevin Love, using his vision to find the open man.
And Toronto calls time here.
We know that you want a free t-shirt, so let's get loud. And once again, your North Side Crew, let me hear it.
The Raptors have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Barnes against Hero. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Heat have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Love inside, working on Siakam. Lowry, good.
What quickness from Kyle. He gets the ball and is gone in seconds.
Outside Anunoby. Van Vliet left side. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Out to Lowry. On the take. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Phenomenal concentration by Lowry. He has made a living off getting buckets over physical defense.
Siakam, the pass to Barnes. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from Barnes.
The youngster, Scotty Barnes, has great vision.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
Butler uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Stolen by Hero. 3 on 3. Open shot by Lowry. And Miami again with the bucket. Man, that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
BA, he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter.
The Heat have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Adebayo, a screen on Van Vliet. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Butler can't get it to go.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Siakam. Hero against Barnes. Four on the clock. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Good work inside. Barnes showing how skilled he is close to the rim.
Hero outside. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Love. The 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto trailing. Van Vliet outside. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Siakam, the kick out to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. Over Love. And that's not going to go. And so it's Miami with a 9-point cushion.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors, U16.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball and their focus.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Chris Boucher out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Otto Porter. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Barton in at the 2. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter.
Nice work on the interior. Boucher taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Vincent, guarded by Trent. Yurtseven, a screen on Trent. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Precious Achiuwa picks one up.
Man, good whistle there.
And he drops the first.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Now here's Barton, looking for his first basket still in this one.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Here's Zeller. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
That shot missing. The Heat go the other way with it. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Robinson, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Will Barton picks one up.
Good job attacking by Robinson, taking his shot right into the coverage.
And both free throws good for Robinson.
The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Now here's Boucher. On the wing, Porter. Back to Boucher. Porter in the post. Robinson defending. Porter's shot is off. And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
Now here's Boucher. Barton outside. On the wing, Porter. And again, Toronto no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
For 3, Robinson. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Consistent from three-point land. Duncan Robinson with incredible range.
And Toronto calls time here.
You've been waiting for their return, and here they are, here on your north side crew.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. A different look for Miami.
Show them some love, fans.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Siakam.
I like how Fred VanVleet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
Butler on the wing. Anunoby covering. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. 14 foul.
Shot from the inbound.
Since entering the league, Jakob Poeltl has vastly improved on defense, developing into an anchor on that end of the floor.
6 on the shot clock. And here's Butler outside. And the Heat, another 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And And stolen by Adebayo.
He saw the pass coming a mile away, was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
Hero for three. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. The Raptors have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Got a piece of it.
Flashing the veteran instincts on defense there. Lowry is crafty at using his size and IQ to swat shots away. Kyle Lowry didn't make his first All-Star game until year 9. That is very rare. The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Outside Barnes. Outside Anunoby to the wing, right side. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Here's Love. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Carving out space in the paint, Love puts the defense in a tough spot.
Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Toronto. And the second free throw is good. And for the Raptors, they're shooting only 27% for today's game. Lowry, the pass to Love. Now here's Butler. .30 seconds left to play in the first half. Buries it from 3. Butler's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And once Butler gets cooking, look out. His guys need to keep getting it to him.
Siakam, the pass to Barnes. Trent on the wing. To the paint. It's stolen by Love.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Lowry, good.
Crafty play from Kyle Lowry in the paint, getting by the defense into his shot.
Jimmy Butler getting it done for Miami. Hitting.
8. The Heat, 35.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Setting the floor for the Heat. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Kevin Love out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lowry in at the 1.
A versatile, talented offensive player. Barnes has lots of confidence in his jumper.
Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Van Vliet misses. Miami has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Hero right side. Back to Lowry. Outside Butler. Butler double team. 5 on the clock. Launches it. And he recovers it. Pass to Adebayo. Second chance shot. Out to Lowry. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Lowry's got 15.
Very comfortable operating in the mid-range area. That's a signature shot for Kyle Lowry.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie.
You gotta love a veteran point guard. Lowry keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Anunoby can't get it to go. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third.
Yeah, and Kyle Lowry has always used his stocky build to his advantage. But coming into this season, the Heat said he'd have to address his conditioning.
Hits the trifecta.
Capable of connecting from deep, the defense must honor Butler's ability to burn them with this jumper.
Barnes against Hero. Van Vliet outside. To the left side wing. Outside Barnes. Puts up a three. Another shot with the clock winding down. With 1 on the clock. And he sinks the layup. He has 6.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Grant, we saw in last year's playoffs, the hamstring injury hampered Lowry.
It really did. I mean, he plays a physical style, getting in there and taking charges. And as he enters his late 30s, staying in peak condition could help him withstand the rigors of the season.
The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. To the middle. The steal. Here's Anunoby. Here's Siakam. Kicks it out to Barnes. Jacks up a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Barnes has got 9 points.
Trusting his mechanics, Barnes puts the shot right up.
Hero on the wing. 4-3. They get it back. Outside Love. Here's the 3. Sinks the tray.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
And stolen by Adebayo. Pass to Love. Jumps up. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
And credit the big fella, Kevin Love, getting up and down.
Love against Siakam. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Anunoby for 3. And the Raptors another 3.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Lowry finds Adebayo. Out to Lowry. From downtown. Goes back up. And Adebayo with the nice bucket inside.
The confidence continuing to grow off the board. Adebayo takes it right back up.
The Heat have gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Lowry to pass to Adebayo. Outside for Love. Shoots over Siakam. Misses off the right iron. He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Miami Heat with an almost sure fall.
Please give a big round of applause.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Chris Boucher. Gary Trent is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Precious Achiuwa, and it's Porter in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Achiuwa. Outside for Porter. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Vincent. To the inside. Here's Zeller. Oh, here's Zeller. Slams it home.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
There's a double with Oladipo. On the wing, Barton. Trent outside. Outside for Boucher. And the 3 off target.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Otto Porter. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Down low. Here's your 7. Achiuwa with a rebound. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Duncan Robinson. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Heat?
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Now here's Van Vliet. Siakam outside. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some.
A shot that Siakam continues to hone, needs to keep taking and making threes.
Robinson can't hit. For Toronto, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Anunoby for 3. Here's Van Vliet. Anunoby on the wing. Kicks it out to Siakam. Tries again. And he can't get that one. Ooh, Zeller with some nice D. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
He's an okay long-range shooter, but not with a defender right in his face.
And Young, here we go. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one. Miami has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Now here's Oladipo. Pass to Zeller. Out to Oladipo. There's the drive. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. A big group substitution here for Miami. Adebayo's checked in for your 7. Love comes in for Zeller. Butler's checked in for Robinson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Vincent.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Tyler Hero's checked in for Miami. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
For Miami, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Hero, the pass to Love. Back to Hero. With the drive. Pirtle with the block.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Siakam, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Butler with the bucket.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Now here's Barnes to the right side. Siakam, right side. Van Vliet against Lowry. Count it.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Heat.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kyle Lowry.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Now here's Butler. No good on the 3. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet finds Siakam. Anunoby against Butler. And he throws it down with one hand.
That wing athleticism and toughness. The future for Anunoby is very bright.
Lowry with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Outside Butler. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And here's Pirtle. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Adebayo. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Jimmy, you had it going. How big did that hoop look tonight?
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
the NBA on 2K. This game will probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategy.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, the wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Kevin Love out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lowry in at point guard. Passes it to Love. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
And you would expect a quality play like that from a quality guard like Kyle Lowry.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Misses the three. Here's Atlanta. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Collins. 5 on the clock. Knocked loose. Butler with the steal. Outside Lowry. Love outside. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass.
Boy, a fierce competitor. Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into the game.
There are not a lot of opponents or players in this league that are going to outwork Jimmy Butler, and he does. He impacts the game in so many ways, and he's all about winning.
Butler goes in, and it's Butler with the jam.
Opportunistic score there from Jimmy Butler. Sees the lane, fills the lane.
And Young kicks to Collins. A three-pointer off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And they double up Butler. Love outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Love's got 5 points so far.
Stretch fours, that's Kevin Love right there. Terrific range and a great quick trigger on that one.
Murray dishes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Hero kicks to Lowry. Kicks it out to Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
Tyler Hero ready to pull the trigger at any time.
Young taking his time here. Capella with a screen on Butler. Sinks the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Outside Hero. Back to Love. Up top, Hero. Over Murray. Rebound, Atlanta.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Young drives in. Wide open look here for Murray. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. He's got 6.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
Love finds Lowry. Love with the screen for Lowry. Love the pass to Adebayo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Murray, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Love the pass to Hero. For Murray. Hero, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Young against Butler. This one for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, this guy keeps learning from each and every coverage on the pick and roll. Trae Young getting some serious chops playing out of that set.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Hero.
2 shots.
And Hero drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Butler against Young to the right side. Murray right side. And the layup is good. Murray's got 8 points.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul.
DeJounte Murray has... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
Okongwu is out there with Bay. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Griffin. And it's Fernando in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already. And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Here's Bogdanovich. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovich really in attack mode here tonight.
And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
You got lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Miami's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Oladipo taking his time here. Out left of the wing. And here is Zeller. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Oladipo kicks to Zeller. Over Okongwu. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovich. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Robinson for 3. Miami no good on that time either. So it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Man, some good defense from Oladipo to take that one away, eat up all that airspace. That's what he does.
Yurtsevin passes to Oladipo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Omer Yurtsevin. Love comes in for Zeller. Butler, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Vincent.
Capella taking a crack and stays focused on the rim.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Miami. The Hawks shooting their first free throw this game.
Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected. to Luka Doncic and that night back in 2018 during the draft where those two guys swapped teams.
Murray, good.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth, you've seen them in the playoffs, you've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trey, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
Here's Love. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Outside for Murray. 1:10 left in the second quarter. Here he goes, and it's Murray with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
In the corner, Collins with it. Back to Young. 41 seconds left in the first half. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Butler.
I like the intensity Hero brings defensively. He's aggressive in trying to capitalize on the offense, messing that play up.
Young with no one around. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And look at that work inside. Recognized the mismatch and took advantage.
Young dishes to Hunter. Murray outside. Driving the lane. And a close game so far through the thanks so much, Dave, for the great hit.
Dave, 29.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. DeJounte Murray has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court for the Heat. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Butler out there with Kevin Love. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. Kicks it out to Collins. Clock at 4. Love grabs the board. The Heat trail by 4. And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trey Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing in. You wonder just what it is that's next for Bam, as he's shown incredible improvement in a very short amount of time. He's one of the more versatile bigs in the league.
Murray right side. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint. In this sort of a grinded out game.
A tight game here in Atlanta. Outside, Hero. Butler against Hunter. Outside Butler. The Heat need to get a shot off. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And here's Young from the arc. That one misses. The Heat go the other way with it. with the step back. Lowry with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. The kick outside to Butler. No good with the triple. The Hawks leading by 4. Young outside from past the arc. That one doesn't drop.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Murray, the pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And here we go. It's Butler. And here they go. And the dunk by Love.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler. That time you leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find him.
Here's Murray. Here he goes. And he lays it straight in. Murray's got 16 points.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Knocks down the 3 ball. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
Well, during the draft process, lots of talk about Trae Young and Stephen Curry. I'll tell you what, there are more similarities than differences.
Butler dishes to Love. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
The Heat trail by 7. Lowry kicks to Love. Outside, Hero. Steps back. Lowry against Young. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. The Hawks leading by 7. In the corner, Murray with it. And it's Murray with the jam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Heat shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Can they get it? Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now, here's Okongwu. Here's Fernando. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Atlanta shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And a season ago at the charity strike, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And he can't hit the second. The Heat trail by 10. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Bogdanovich with it. In the corner, it's Griffin. The Hawks again can't hit. And it's Zeller atop the key. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bogdanovich, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Atlanta with a 10-point. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Sadiq Bey, Griffin out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Fernando in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Out to the wing. Here's Bey. Off target from 3-point range. The Heat trail by 12. Good save it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Brett, when we talk about destination franchises, Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number one. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for a dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely, you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami, and certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come.
No one covering.
How about Kevin Love showing off that the big guy has some handles?
Bogdanovich inside while recovering. Fernando, the pass to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And look at hanging in the air, double pumped, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Lowry against Bogdanovich. Good saving. Rebound by the Hawks.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Outside Bogdanovich. From the wing. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Great positioning on the putback. Bay's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, Bay is an active player, and I like watching him get assertive, especially on the offensive rebounds.
The pass to Yurtsevin. Back to Butler. The 15-footer. Good. 6 points for Butler.
Well, Jimmy Butler's playing the smart game right here. Patient and disciplined. And that's a nice mid-range jumper.
A nice shot by Griffin.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Bay with it. Lowry picks him up. It's stolen by Lowry. Now running, there comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Three-pointer, Butler, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Hero, rejected by Murray. Young for 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lets it go with the 3. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Jimmy Butler.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
In the corner, Murray with it. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And Young kicks to Capella. Back to Young. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Drills the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Hawks.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeJounte Murray.
And this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
And these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Outside Butler, uncovered, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, right now Jimmy Butler is in the zone.
And Young, here we go. Love grabs the board. And it's Love with the ball for Miami. Down by 12. And it's Butler missing. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Young from deep. Rebound, Love. Lowry drives in. Three-pointer, Butler. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Sometimes you have to run a great play for a great player. That's going to get Jimmy Butler in a good rhythm.
And so the Hawks take the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Baer.
NBA battle. So Atlanta will get the first possession. So the Raptors starting 5. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. Now here's Collins. It's stolen by Barnes. And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul. Here's Siakam. VanVleet outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on John Collins. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bay's checked in. Young finds Capella. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
You got to do more than that to slow Capella. He doesn't let the defense rattle him at all.
Pass to Anunoby. And here's Pirtle. About a minute played here so far in the first. Offensive rebound. Young with it. Here's Capella. Outside for Bay. Just 5 to shoot. Driving in, and the basket is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Now here's Anunoby. The rebound by Murray. Going inside. The kick out to Young. The 3. Here's Capella. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Siakam outside. Here's VanVleet. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Inside. And the slam dunk by Capella.
When they time that play right, Capella is a good man to have on the end of it. He's a strong finisher when he rolls off the screen.
Siakam finds Anunoby. Now here's VanVleet. Here's Siakam. Hunter with the rebound. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Murray with it. Siakam covering. Bay with a screen on Siakam. Here's Murray. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the free ball.
Anunoby passes to Barnes. Now Pirtle. Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Pirtle. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Hawks leading. The kick to Hunter. Back to Young. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Young's got 5 now.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Pass to Pirtle. And here's Van Vliet. Now Siakam. He's covered by Bay. Here's Van Vliet. Atlanta with the rebound.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And it's stolen by Van Vliet. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Anunoby with it. Now guarded by Bay. Siakam, no good. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Hunter finds Bay. Pass to Capella. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Give him 8 points now.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity.
And so it's Clint Capella making things happen for the Atlanta Hawks. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. We'll be right back. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
We've got John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Griffin. Then there's Bruno Fernando. And it's a Kongwu in at power forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Achua with a screen on Bogdanovic. Barton outside. Clock at 6. Griffin against Barton. Here's a Kongwu. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And Toronto calls time here. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. On the wing, Barton, defended by Griffin. Barton, the pass to Trent. Porter with it. They swipe it. And now the Hawks on the break. The kick out to Griffin. Bogdanovic on the wing. Achua with the rebound.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team. And Young has made a huge difference in their production.
So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, BA, there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
The Hawks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Bogdanovic down low, guarded by Trent. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul of the game.
His first. Team first.
Here's a Kongwu, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Porter gets the bucket.
Well, not too slim to mix it up inside. Nice work by Porter.
Griffin outside. And Griffin slams it in.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. The kick out to Barton. Pass to Porter. Doesn't go for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Outside Bogdanovic. Achua with a steal. And now the Raptors on the break. Outside for Porter. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. Achua with a steal. Here comes Toronto on the push. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Well, Norris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
Bay, he's checked in for John Collins. Siakam, he's checked in for Toronto.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Shot clock at 6. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
1:16 left in the first half of this one. Murray against Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. To the paint. Siakam. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
Young finds Capella. And Capella slams it down.
You want to take away the shooting of Young, but in the pick and roll, Trey can dish it effectively.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Young against Van Vliet. Young inside. The kick to Hunter. Back to Young. 5 on the clock. Pass to Bay. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Barnes.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And so Bay nails both of them.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Pass to Capella. It's tipped. It's stolen by Pirtle. He got it off in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Allie, as always, thank you.
The Raptors, 21.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. A fantastic game from Clint Capella in this one.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. Here's Young. Oh, a special move before that shot. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Murray.
One of of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Van Vliet's got his second basket.
Boy, at his size, Fred Van Vliet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
Young from long range. They get it back. And Capella gets it to go. 12 points for him.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Here's Young. 7 points in the game. Bay with a screen on Van Vliet. There's Young with the 3. And it's Young again missing. Toronto trailing. Here's Van Vliet. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Van Vliet's got 8 points.
Boy, what a nifty move from Fred Van Vliet. Works so hard on the handle. So tough.
Rejected by Barnes. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. Atlanta with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Murray. Bay passes to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Siakam in the post. He's covered by Bay. And Siakam with the jam.
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship level team.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Young against Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Fades and shoots. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Give him 8.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Young, the pass to Murray. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
And this is how unselfish Young is. When he sees an open teammate, he gets them the rock.
Here's Siakam. That one is off. Good D by Bay. Outside Young. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was the previous play is under in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's big time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Outside Young. This one for three. He buries it from three. Young's got 10.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes him look easy.
Up top, Siakam shoots over Bay. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Onyeka Kongwu is out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Bruno Fernando. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Griffin in a two-guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Barton with it. Now guarded by Bey. Hurdle against Griffin. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Here's Bogdanovic. Soft touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 6.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And the basket by Trent.
It's not just the assertiveness of Gary Trent Jr., folks. It's about the accuracy. I don't care what kind of range he's shooting from.
Bogdanovic from long range. And the Hawks with another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Trent to the inside. Boucher passes to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Trent against Bogdanovic. On the wing, Bay. Lays it up and banks it in.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Barton finds Trent. And Toronto calls time here.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Boucher. Scotty Barnes comes in for Porter Jr. OG Anunoby's checked in for Barton. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Trent. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. As we head down the stretch, he said to his team, quote, "We can win this. I believe in you guys, but we have to make some plays because we know they're going to." Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Poeltl with a screen on Young. VanVleet with a deep 3. Offensive rebound. Poeltl, second shot opportunity. Banked it in off the glass. Poeltl's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about they look to Poeltl in a critical stretch, and he comes through. The pressure bringing out his best.
Murray passes to Hunter. Screen by Capella. Poeltl with the block. Barnes in the post. Young's there. Barnes, it's good. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
Scotty Barnes in the big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
Outside Young, and Young draws the double. Collins against Van Vliet. They kick it out to Murray. Off target from outside.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Capella, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's checked in for the Hawks. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Capella with it. Van Vliet covering. Here's Young. The kick to Hunter. Pass to Murray. Here's Capella. And it's good.
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Anunoby, a screen on Young. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Can they tie it? Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's Atlanta who scrapes by with a...
Let's go.